G'day guys, Big Al here, and I've got 5 bad mistakes, huge mistakes, that only bad golfers make. And I say bad golfers because we can all be bad, let's be honest. But if you happen to fall in any of the following categories, please comment down below, because I think this could help you break the 100, the 90, the 80, maybe even break into a smile. Ah, it's lovely. So tip number 1, we've probably all done this in the past, and that's the golf ball disaster. Is this a golf ball? And it's not a trick question. It is a golf ball. Correct, well done, you passed the test. It is a golf ball, but it has many layers.
Ogres have layers.
Truth of the matter is, each golf ball does something different to the other, whether that's feel, compression, spin, distance. Imagine how I feel when I see this. Now I want to see you guys getting a proper ball fitting, sticking with the exact same brand, not just brand, also model. It's no longer acceptable to play a golf ball just because it's got a Disney World logo on it. To give you an idea of what I'm talking about, this is a graph to show you the same brand, 2 different models of golf ball, opposite ends of the scale with a 6-iron. Disney logo though, it's got Disney logo. What's that? It's Buzz Lightyear, give it here. So I've just hit 2 shots on this par 3 with 2 very different compound of golf ball. One is a Swixen distance, obviously all about distance, limited spin, very firm construction. And then we've got the very popular Titleist Pro V1. Same club, almost identical flight. Look at the difference here. And this is a scary thing. You've probably got 6 different variations of golf balls in your bag. And I've hit 2 nice swings with 2 very different results. Now the big difference between these 2 is, one, I've got a good chance for birdie, almost a guaranteed par. The other is a very difficult up and down for a par. So straight away your scorecard's looking very different with just 2 different compound of golf ball. Seriously though, get your balls sorted, please. Golf balls. Okay, so tip number 2 may surprise you. Maybe not me ordering carrot sticks at a McDonald's drive-through kind of surprised, but surprised nonetheless. So if you guys have been following us for a very long time, you know that my speciality, I suppose, is reviewing golf clubs. So this is where the surprise comes in. And this tip is named, keep your wallet in your pocket for now. What do I mean by that? Well, we get tempted by the best equipment in the world. And you know the saying, a bad workman always blames his tools. We do. If we had the new Cobra, that wouldn't have gone in the trees. It's so easy to blame anybody but ourselves for our bad golf. So tip number 2, bad golfers want to change your equipment when something doesn't go quite right, when the root of the problem, well, look in a mirror, as harsh as that sounds. Am I saying buying new equipment doesn't make a difference? No, I'm not. For me, there's a time and a place. If you're changing from the new TaylorMade driver to the new Callaway driver because you're slicing it, I'm sorry to say, your slice is going to be there. So this is a Big Al promise. Don't do the bad golfer mistake. Spend the same amount of money that you would on switching that driver and invest in lessons or a tweak. Swingtweaks. No one expected that, did they? Now, flying tangerine. So Swingtweaks is a free app available for download on Google Play Store and the App Store. We didn't need that bit in really, did we? This app has been my saving grace. It's simply download the app, send a video of your swing down the line and face on. A PGA professional will get back with swing tips and drills for you to get out of your current predicament. Or we should call it golf predicament. Don't put that in. And it costs the same price as a sleeve of golf balls. Don't believe me? Try it. I've got a 20% off your first tweak with the code BIGAL. And trust me, I've had many messages that have tried it and they get it. So it's up to you whether you want to try it, but trust me. Tip number 3. I hate tip number 3. Let me set you down and I'll tell you why. It's true, number 3 just really, I don't like it. I don't like it, and that's fine. You don't need to like these tips, it's just better. You ready? Give up on the driver. No. Many good golfers, right, have a golf club that's going to get them in play. Regardless of how badly they're playing, a lot of loft, a lot of forgiveness, just get me on the short stuff. So put that bloody driver away. Al, I'm talking to you. Now what? Get a lofted club and try and find the planet. Well done, Al. If you feel personally attacked, I'm sorry, that's not the intention of this video. I'm personally attacked by this tip because if the driver's not working, it's my strength, I still want to use driver and I continue to get myself into even more trouble, even trying sorting out the problems on the course, which is not the thing to do. After playing for 20 plus years, I've started to realise that it is good to get it, you know, don't hit it in Hobbiton. Hit it, this short stuff here, that's good, that's good. But I think I speak on behalf of a lot of golfers that there's nothing more exciting than smashing the driver down the middle. Nothing more rewarding. But you've just got to take it back a bit when it doesn't go to plan and find a different strategy. And I'm talking about tour players as well, make terrible decisions, but they know that they are bad golfers at times and they've got that little club that's, when things aren't going their way, they can get it in play. You know, lower loft is not your friend when your club face is all over the place. Then that tip doesn't hurt any more than right now and you've got a lovely, attractive par 5 where you just want to munch your driver. But the problem is, we're on hole 12, hole 10 you were lumberjacking, chopping trees down, and on hole 11 your ball landed in Brenda's titanarum. It's a plant, apparently. There it is. Lovely. How exciting that is. But we're in play, we're in absolutely no trouble. Tip number 4. Yeah. You're the enemy. Controversial. Now, I just want to clear one thing up. I am not an angry golfer anymore. Okay? There was just one time, not in band camp, we played and I was with my mates and I threw my 4-iron in disgust into a par 5 that I was really looking forward to hitting the green in 2, and I chunked it like 10 yards and I threw my iron into the ground and it shattered into millions of pieces. Two pieces to be exact. And honestly, these are the nicest guys in the world. They were disappointed in me. I was like really taken back the fact that they didn't like what I did. And I've never done anything like that ever since. I think the worst thing you're gonna get is like a grip throw to the ground. Where am I going with this, you're probably asking? Well, great question. Mentality, huge part in the game of golf and you're in control of it. It's quite surprising to think about that, but you can choose whether a bad shot affects you or not. And as soon as you realise after a bad round or a bad shot that you're still going to go home and eat your dinner, it puts it into perspective. So as I always say, and I will continue to do so, golf is one of the hardest sports in the world. It's hard enough. So we don't need it to mentally crumble after one bad shot and ruin the entire round, where we can pick ourselves up, brush ourselves off, because we don't need to be beaten up by golf anymore than we already are. You're going to let golf beat you up, or are you just going to smile and wave and try and kick golf's ass? How's it going to react? Great. Don't be the enemy, don't react like a bad golfer would. Take it on the chin, golf is difficult and you're going to do better. There's a lot of golf to play, you can do it. I feel like my hair's getting worse the further down the tips we go. Thank goodness there's not 10 tips. Tip number 10. So tip number 5, and this comes from a more fundamental background. A lot of what we've spoken about in today's video has been more about preparation and mindset. This is more doing. The fact of the matter is, golf is hard. And sometimes it's just not your day. The golf gods aren't on our side and we're not greeted with a lovely welcome doormat at the front door, let's put it that way. And it's a bit like this. Of course, I'm talking about our lies. Now, I see a lot of people fall in this department where they don't analyse what's going off around the ball, what sort of undulation, condition of lie, and how that's going to affect the up and coming shot. So this is the part I would love to see more in pre-shot routines, is analysing what's going off around the ball. It's so easy to go gun-ho at the flag, give me a club, a couple of practice swings and, oh, it's in the water or it's flown 30. The shot wasn't the issue. The clubbing and decision based on the lie was. So our imaginary square here, I want you to turn into Sherlock. This is a crime scene. How is this going to affect the outcome? And we've got a pretty lie. I'm not going to lie. And the crazy thing here is I could put the best swing on this golf ball, and just by making the wrong club decision, based on the lie, we have an entirely different outcome. So what we need to do here is make sure we compensate with the change of club for the lie. So I'm going to take a club down. I'd usually hit a 9-iron here. I'm going to hit a wedge because the chances are it's going to fly like a 9-iron. That's come out with like 1,000 backspin. So if ball's above the feet, I know this is going to come out left, so I'm going to change and shift my target line slightly to the right to compensate. A little bit like that. Bloody hell, we're hitting it in some places today, aren't we? Again, ball below feet. The complete opposite to what we just spoke about with the ball above. Anti-baseball. So I can feel my weight now going towards the toes. So we need to then compensate because this is going to come out to the right. We have to aim to the left. And hole it, probably. It's a wee bit short. Hole it, probably. Hit the green, maybe. Okay, so for you guys that want to know exactly why a ball goes a particular direction on a side hill, ball is above feet here, as you can see. And for me to rest the club down flat on this side hill, I need to lower the shaft. So we've got now a shallower shaft angle. And what you'll notice when I shallow the shaft out, the club face wants to point left, which gives us that curvature. It starts left and it goes even further left. We get that right to left ball flight. So that's why we're going to make the adjustments of aiming a little bit to the right hand side, allow for that particular shape. And of course the same saying goes, but the opposite with the ball below feet. Again, obviously right-handed golfer, balls below feet, we've got to steepen that shaft angle to get that club face flat on the ground. Again, that's now opening the face and we're going to get that ball falling away from us. But this is just a small part of the pre-shot routine that you need to get that information first thing. You just stand up to a ball usually, bit of a practice swing and whack it to oblivion. Or a passing car. Just a few seconds to register what sort of lie have we got, what sort of gradient, where am I standing, is it below, is it above, and make the relative changes. Lean to the left, lean to the right, uphill this time, downhill this time, crisscross, now go to work. Well, this is work. You're still there? If you wanted to click that unsubscribe button, that would be wonderful. But seriously, we've had a lot of fun. But these are serious topics that if you take them into account, you won't be deemed as a bad golfer. There are no bad golfers. Are you ready for this? We just make bad decisions. No way. Yes way. Yes way. We make bad decisions. You are not a bad golfer. Just don't make these bad golfer decisions. So that's all for me and our 5 big tips of, well, trying not to be a bad golfer. Thank you so much, guys. Comment down below if you enjoyed that, and please give Swingtweaks a go if you're inclined to do so and you're in that situation where you can't necessarily get out and have a lesson. It's well worth it, and I am backing it 100%. I'll see you on